They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burden. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Alabama 7, Clemson 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going in.
Makes a catch at the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to blast their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
They go four vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play's tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30, the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score. Clemson 21, Alabama 7.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Clemson 21, Alabama 7.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. That is a decision he will likely regret. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Finds his man. It's Waddle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a crease, it's Cooper. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Running back searching for a hole.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
On the ground, it's Jordan. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Franklin. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. Running toward the tape. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
At the 45, on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm.
He's off to the races. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
To the air, it's Milroe. Finds his big tight end. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. This offense has a second down play. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown time. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick through the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's not afraid to go deep. Underneath toaster coverage. Got it deep downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you can see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21, Alabama 7.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Going over the top. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies. Like, so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
So So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they get him down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
The play action fake. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They get him out of bounds at the 46, and he sets him up with terrific field position on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
He unleashes a long one. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Caught behind the line. It's Moss.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To throw, it's Jordan. And his throw is incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Snags it on the right. Major get. Gators will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Trying play action. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Gators! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man on the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can do.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Bryant. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Working on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Off play action. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it for them? It looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third down, he drops the throw. Looking deep. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Catch in the middle, it's Bauer. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Grab behind the line. It's Burden. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Florida.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Florida 10, Alabama 0.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game the right.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Jordan. throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Can anyone catch it? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 30. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. A receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's looking on the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point where he was able to come away with the pick.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Florida 10, Alabama 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
Oh, look out, the ball's free, and the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Dude, you're in such a great position. Lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They move on top here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. It's a fumble on the play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Defense.
BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's London. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running to the left. Creates a little room. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's caught. It's Warren. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The give on the inside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, BYU.
Kickoff to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there.
He lost one down the sideline. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Getting some heat. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown time.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Dropping back, it's Griffin. Dances away from the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space.
kickoff to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the ball squirted out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mahomes.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Oh man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Hands it off. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Flying out to the left. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, well, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
Georgia Tech, 0.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
On third down, going up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. First and 10 from the 44. These corners backing off a bit. Got a man. It's Quinn. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job on the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Alabama will get the first down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from 1,000,000 yards away. You're not going to make it, and you didn't. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Cooper. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point.
17, Georgia Tech, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Wants to throw. It's Mahomes. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, look, just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What a catch and run for 6. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively? Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia